Hello again. So we just looked at what it takes to back braid or splice an eyelet in some hollow core Dyneema. Now if you're doing a float line or a breakaway and you want to loop on the other end, this is where it gets tricky. So here all we did was go through this eye before we pulled the string back through itself. But now for the other end, obviously I can't get this tuna clip through my Dyneema. So I've gone ahead and done the first step here, which is pull that through. Now the line that we just took through, instead of pulling the opposite end through that to create that 8 like we would if we were back braiding the very end of the rope and we still had a free side, is we're going to open up this end that we just went through with here. I'm going to go halfway through the line once again to make sure we maintain the integrity of it. Now we're going to take this loop and we're going to put this whole loop inside here. Now with this going back through itself, it does get a little tricky because of how thick it is, so you want to not put the whole loop all the way through. We'll just come through here, work this through just like we did previously. This is going to take a little bit more effort because this end is a lot thicker than the previous line that we did. Ideally you want to have some fingernails left if you're doing this. Cool. Now we got this through here. We have our 8 just like before, but instead of tightening it up right now, what we need to do is flip this working end back through itself. The reason why is just like when you get a taco and you flip the head inside out to subdue it, obviously before you cook it and eat it, you flip the head right side in. So when we pulled the loop through itself, we actually inverted this rope. So what we're going to do here is right where that splice is, we're just going to take our homemade splicing tool, grab this guy right here, pull him back through, and now our rope is back right side up, and we have the 8 we had before when we were working with just the standing end. So same concept here, we're just going to pull this tight. Now you have a nice even Brummel eye splice, Brummel locking splice, and 100% breaking strength for this 1.7 millimeter Aussie line, which is about 800 pounds. So instead of tying a knot and knocking this down to 600, 400, or 500 pounds, we now have an 800 pound test line, a true 800 pound test line. And then just like in the previous video we looked at earlier, as far as the long splice, just find the end of this right here, feed your splice tool up all the way through, pull the line back through itself, and you'll have a nice smooth eyelet.